Hi, I'm so glad you're here. If you need to know what's holding you back, who's sabotaging you, and what you need to do to move forward, this is the message for you today. I'm Charlie at Moonstone Dragonfly, and I'm here to pass on the messages your angels want you to know. So let's get on with it. I've got a pre shuffled stack of cards ready for you, and the crystal I've chosen for you today is black obsidian, which feels like you need some sort of protection, some sort of guidance to protect you from other people's influence at the moment. So let's see where the reading takes us. It definitely feels already that your either pride is getting in the way or someone is sabotaging you. So let's move forward and see what we've got. So the first one, this crystal is very much what do you want to do? What you want to do feels impossible at the moment. So once you know what that is, don't be downhearted, but keep going. Other people are going to follow. Other people will follow. But right now, it feels like you're holding back because people aren't listening. So whatever it is you want to do to move forward, it feels like someone's holding you back and you're feeling like, what's the point? And that's not the way to be, not right now, because spiritual growth is coming and it feels like you're trying to make a difference, but people aren't supporting you. It's going to be moving forward very much who you know. It's not going to be what you know. It doesn't matter how much you learn about things right now. It's who you know. And I don't think that's necessarily people that are going to pull you forward. It's who do you know that's holding you back right now? You know? You might not realize, but someone is wanting you to fail. Someone is waiting for it all to go wrong. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, 32 music. Okay, the first thing that's popped in my head is that song, Sia, I think it is. Unstoppable, you know, when she sings Unstoppable Today, like really powerful song. I play that when I really need to be reminded of how I can do it and how I can just keep going, you know, and I feel like I can hear that song for you. So if you like it, play it. If you haven't heard of it, play it. If not, find the music that works for you, you know. You're going to attract what you feel, how you feel about yourself, what you feel about your life. That's what you're going to attract. So use music to do that. Play what makes you feel good and play it loud. Play it loud. Start your day off with that in your head and you'll feel a difference. You will feel good. And I just can't stop hearing that song, you know, Unstoppable. It's amazing, really powerful. There's also an element of living with the rhythm of life. So don't keep trying to go against the tide, go against the flow, because it's not getting you anywhere. So you maybe need a different approach and flow more with what feels right and almost the path of least resistance. You know, it should flow for you right now. And if it's not, then something's not working. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, vanity. Okay, more doesn't mean better right now. It doesn't. It's this card means, you know, looking outside of yourself for validation. Success isn't quantified by how much you've got or how much someone else has got. Actually, I feel like this might be talking about other people. So are you looking at other people and thinking, yes, but they've got this and they don't work as hard as me? You know, I'm working really hard, but I haven't got what they've got. Okay, that might be true right now, but that won't always be like that. And also, they may not have what you have inside. They might not have the capacity to love like you do, to have the strength that you do, and learn the lessons that you have. Just because they look like they've got more doesn't mean they have. Looking at this card's making me think you may be growing away from some people in your life. You need to surround yourself with the people that you admire, the people that make you feel good, and the ones you aspire to be like. You know, people you admire for who they are, not what they've got, not because they've got an amazing car or they've always got money to spend and they can pay for dinner all the time. It's more who do you look at and think, oh, they're such a good person, or they're such a strong person, or they're so determined, they're so motivated. You know, that sort of person, the person that makes you think, yeah, I could be like you. I would love to be like you. So put yourself around people like that and aspire more to be like them. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We have grief. Okay, so you're going to have to miss someone to be able to move forward. I don't feel like this is death. I feel like this is a chapter more that's ending, but it is going to include people in it. And grieving too much over them will hinder your progress. But use that grief, use that strength of letting somebody go to be able to move forward. I know that you can't just get over it. That, you know, any loss, whether that be a friendship or a relationship or business, even a job, you don't just get over it. No, you don't. But you can use those feelings to push yourself forward. And I think that's going to be really important right now, to not hold yourself back with that. Get out of your own way. Complacency. Yeah, exactly. It's that feeling of as if you're thinking, well, there's no point anymore. That dream's gone, or it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'll just have to think of something else, or I need to put my focus somewhere else. But you don't. You just need to stay firm in what you want. Your dreams are still there. The goal that you wanted is still there. You just don't have the support that you thought you were going to have. And if you feel that you have at the moment, you're perhaps going to lose that support. There's going to be someone, it's going to become clear to you, that isn't championing you. I can't say the word, sorry. Hasn't got your back. They're holding you back, but waiting, like you said before, waiting for you to fail. So bear that in mind and put yourself first and move forward knowing you can do it without them. You don't need someone else. You don't. You can do this. Yeah, end of a cycle, really. There's definitely an end of one and the start of another one. It's not a complete end, but if you look at the picture, there's a kind of darkness to it. If you can see, the way the card is, there's a darkness to it. It's not the most positive of cards, but it feels like a new cycle without certain people in it will give you a chance to learn new things and succeed on your own by your own merit without relying on somebody else. I think understanding the chapter you're in right now will help you the most. You'll learn far more and progress far quicker if you can accept that something has to change. And it's not going to be the easiest thing you've ever done. It's going to be difficult. It could be family holding you back. It could be that someone's trying to hold back your life purpose. It could be even a love interest that's holding you back, but it's something you've got to accept. That's what it feels like. And I think accepting that, and accepting that we all have that shadow side and that darkness there, that, even if it's you getting in your own way because you're feeling defeated, it's time to change that. And it's never too late to do that. And it's okay to admit that life can be shite sometimes. It's okay to say, do you know what? This really isn't great. I'm over this chapter. I'm ready for the next one, but I don't know what the next one looks like. Then accept that. Reach out to whatever higher power you believe in. I reach out to my angels every day. But whatever higher power you believe in will help you. And say, I'm at the end of this cycle, this end of this chapter, but I don't know how to start the next one. And signs will come, an opportunity will come, and you will be able to start the next part. But it won't be able to come until you get rid of the baggage that's holding you back. That's going to be the important takeaway, I think. Let's see what else we've got. You need to get out of your own way, really. Yeah, and not let pride get in the way. There's misplaced pride here somewhere. You might even be making excuses. You might not realize you're doing this, but you could be making excuses for someone who isn't actually helping you, someone who's not good for you. maybe toxic in some sort of relationship. I feel like it's a friendship, but it could be someone that's bringing toxic energy there, but you make excuses for them. Oh, it's because they're having a bad time, or, oh, but they do want the best for me. They want to be there for me. They just know that life is crap sometimes. But actually, you maybe need to face up to that they're not everything that you see. You know, it doesn't matter how beautiful you are, there can be a darkness under there. And I think someone in your life is hiding behind a mask. So once you admit that to yourself and can face that, you will be able to start the next chapter. I think as well, it's about you need to be humble and remember that we can all be replaced, you know. We can all be replaced in jobs, businesses, friendships, even relationships. So appreciate yourself and appreciate what you bring to the table, what you can offer, and know that you need to still put your share in. You need to still be able to be honest enough with yourself to know when there's things you need to work on, if that makes sense. I think people's support right now may not be, I think there's someone who seems to be in your corner with you that says, yeah, you know, I want what's best for you. I agree with you. They look like they're agreeing with everything. They look like they're supporting you. But actually, they're not, because your success is going to make them feel worse about themselves. And if there's someone who isn't doing as well as you right now and doesn't want to do anything about it, that's your person. It's the person who isn't willing to look at themselves and make any changes. They're going to want you to be exactly the same. And I think that's important. That is really important that you realise that. Let's see what else we got. We have Rosemary, and let's put the other one as well. And Basil. Rosemary and Basil. Okay, don't let the world or your pride sway you from your morals, your ethos, your dreams, your goals. It feels like you've been hesitating. You've been wanting to move forward with something, but you've been hesitating. And now's the time to stop with that. You need to go forward knowing that you're doing the right thing and stand by it. You've been planning, preparing, thinking, analysing, but there's no need for any of that now. It's time to just do it. It's time to just take the ball by the horns and just do it. There isn't anything else to plan. There isn't anything else to think about. You've got to act now, and then the rest will follow. So make that video, record that podcast, write the book, set up the website, apply for that job, take the risk with confidence. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do or the ideas that you've got, do it without worrying, without thinking about what the risk is. Just do it with confidence and it will pay off. It really, really will. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, we've got the arrow. Not everyone wants you to do well. Not everybody. You need to surround yourself with positive energy because, as I said previously, your angels want you to see that you need to surround yourself, by people that you aspire to be like, because then that's what you'll become. If you continue with some of the partnerships, friendships, it could even be family that you're around that are bringing you down, that is what you're going to become. You're going to become more like that. It's not necessarily what you're setting out to do. You're not wanting to be like some of these people, but by default you will, because people we are surrounded by rub off on us, even if we know it's not how we want to be, So in the same way, be careful what you put your time into, because time is so precious. Be mindful where you put that time and energy. For example, doom scrolling on your phone, wasting time on things, it's procrastinating. It's wasting time on things that is just filling your time, and then you don't feel positive about your day when you could have done things that would get you that step closer to your goal. Sitting with people that are moaning and gossiping and slagging off other people because deep down they're probably jealous, but it drags you in, and before you know it, you will be doing that, and you will be saying things that you think, it's not even what you really feel, it just kind of makes you feel better. And that's a path you don't want to go down. And again, comes back to who you're surrounding yourself with. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Fire Guardian, yeah, absolutely. These people will spur you on. The people you need to be around are going to spur you on. They're going to push you to be your best self. They might even make you feel a little bit under pressure. But they will give you the motivation and the confidence that you need, because the minute you succeed, the minute you do well, or the minute you put that time in, they're going to be there backing you up, cheering you on. That kind of passion is powerful, and that's what you need to seek out, the people that make you feel like that. Okay, 52, Goddess of the Moon, intuition, going within, looking for that validation that we talked about earlier, looking for that validation within you, rather than from people that are kind of trying to bring you down. You don't even need to kind of ask their opinion. You know, play your cards close to your chest, really, because a lot of people don't need to know what you're doing. It's only these people, these fiery people, that are going to make you feel good, that it's worth sharing anything with. The rest, you don't need to speak to them. Follow your instincts with that. Trust your intuition. There's probably a different way of doing something to start with. There's two things here coming through. One, there's going to be a different way to do what you're trying to achieve. That goal that you've got, there's probably a different way, because if you're coming up against continuous barriers or things setting you back or making you feel like you don't want to do it, perhaps, or it's just not what you thought, you need to try a different way, and then things will start moving very quickly. If your gut is telling you to hold back with certain people, those are probably the people that this message is warning you about. So hold some of your thoughts back. I feel like not everything you're doing needs to be told to everybody else. You don't have to show everybody what you're doing in order to feel validated, you know, because those are the people that will use that information to hold you back. So if your instinct is saying, do you know what, I'm going to cancel that coffee date, I don't feel like I want to answer the phone to this person today, trust your instinct with that. Go with it, because you will be right. Yeah, gut feelings will keep you right. You're going to find out that you did the right thing. You will find out that there's two sides to the friendships that you've got. You've got some people coming in that are going to be great, but you've got some people that it's time to let go. As I said, any friendship that doesn't feel right now, even it could be a family member as well, then this is what we're talking about. You'll feel it. You'll know. I feel like when you hear this message, you know who I'm talking about. You know who this is. Let's see what else we've got to add to this. Oh, journey upside down. Okay, so you might have had a move planned. You might have been planning a complete change of career. You might be about to end one business and start another, or some sort of project that you're ending and starting, and there's a setback. Don't let that change or upset you. Don't let it make you feel like it's not going to work. It's a reroute. It means this wasn't the way to do it. This journey, this plan, this change wasn't the right way. Perhaps you were getting advice from the wrong people. In fact, I'm pretty sure you were. And these people here, these people with this fiery personality that are going to come in and boost you up, are the ones that are going to show you the right route. They're going to show you the way forward, and it's going to feel so much more positive, and it just won't feel so uphill battle, and you won't feel like you've got to explain yourself, or that fear of failure won't be there the same. The adventure's still going to happen. It's just going to go down a slightly different path to get there, but the outcome will be the same. It's just going to be a better ride while you do it. Let's see what else we got. Ground and center. Yeah. Distractions. These people that we were talking about. Let's have a look. Where's the picture that I wanted? These people that you're being suggested to leave behind perhaps distract you massively from your purpose, where you're meant to be and what you're meant to be doing. It's reminding me of days of like when you're studying and you've got, assignments due or deadlines, and then you've got these friends that don't have the same commitments as you and said, oh, you're so boring, just come out tonight, we'll have fun, you can do all that tomorrow. And then the time goes on and you don't get it done, and you're the one who's failing, but they're still having a great old time, and they don't feel bad that they've sabotaged you in a way, although you have the power to say no. But it can be difficult depending on who your circle is and what you're used to. And if you might be a bit of a people pleaser, perhaps, it can be hard to stay grounded and stay centered and bring yourself back to what you want to do and the goal that you've got. And you might want to go off and have these distractions. You might want to do that. But what is it, your outcome you want? The outcome that you want requires you to stay dedicated and requires you to ignore the distractions and focus and bring yourself back to a place of peace, because you can't move forward if you're chaotic. You can't move forward if you feel, that drama's coming with you. You need to leave drama behind. It scatters your energy. It doesn't feel good, and you won't get where you need to be. Okay. What else have we got? We've got gratitude and thanks. Look how pretty that card is. Okay, blue butterflies are going to mean something to somebody today. Blue butterflies mean something to someone. I don't even think it's to do with this, what we're talking about. It's literally someone is trying to say, I'm here, I'm looking over you. And this is a reminder. And for some people, that blue butterfly is that reminder. And if it's you, I'd love you to let me know in the comments. That would be great. I'd love to hear that. So getting back to the card, you will be so glad that you gave thanks and gratitude for where you're at. It might not feel like you want to do that right now, but if you can get in that headspace, it makes room for these people to come in, and you will attract the right people. Because this doom and gloom and, let's sit here and talk about how bad the country is right now, or the state of the world is right now, and, talking about what's on the news, and, there's not enough money and everything costs so much money, we can't afford it. This constant chatter will bring you down. But if you can turn around and go, okay, yeah, I haven't been able to afford all these nice things right now, but I have paid my bills, I've paid the rent, I've kept my kids alive. I've managed to get them clothes and they're dressed. Like, for me, that's a win, And if you can, no matter how stupid you feel doing it, if you can give thanks for that, and whatever, like I said, whatever higher power you believe in, whoever your guardians are, even if you just talk to your guardian angel, we've all got them, and just say, thanks for keeping by my side. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to be able to feed my family, or, for some reason I'm thinking I guess it's the card is really giving vibes of having a lovely space, a garden space, or, local nature around you that you feel grateful for. There's so much that this card is wanting you to be thankful for. We'll be here all day trying to think of it, but it's personal to you. Every person that watches this will have different things to be grateful for. And I think that the more you say that out loud to yourself, no matter how silly you feel, the better it will be. And you're going to be in such a good space moving forward. Also, if you don't do this, it just helps you to get back into that scattered energy where you feel like everything's really shitty, and you know how that goes. We end up expecting less from life, and yeah, you know how that goes. You get what you expect, Okay, there you go. Prosperity and abundance is waiting. Without a doubt, it's waiting, and exactly that. That's what's coming if you put the work in, if you do these things, if you can be brave enough to stand up for yourself and decide that, okay, these people aren't for me. You've got this waiting for you. You and these people and your gratitude have got this waiting for you. It's right there. Change your approach, change your surroundings, ground yourself, protect yourself, protect your energy. If something doesn't feel good, that's all you need to know. Tell me something you're grateful for. Tell me what makes you feel good. And then how can you show gratitude for that? Because whatever you show gratitude for will come back to you. It will come back to you 10 times more, because, you know, the universe sees that, yeah, you're appreciating this. So let's give us some more of it, you know? So whoever you are out there, it is there for you. Abundance is also different to prosperity. It comes in the form of a life purpose. It comes in the form of satisfaction and love and success of all kinds, you know? And that's important to remember. Okay, Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure your success. Exactly. Just like this card, get that peace, get that scattered energy under control, get the chaos and the drama under control, and then leave it behind. The best way to do that is probably removing ties and making sure, oh yeah, there you go, time to get out of a situation. There's a spilt bucket there. Oh, get it gone, get these people gone, and focus on those that make you feel good. And although you might grieve the process, you will feel so much better for it. Get them gone. Okay, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Well, this is what we said, isn't it, already, that what you put in, you're going to get back out. So don't get complacent. Don't let go of those dreams. Don't let people tell you that you can't do it. But you've got to work for it. You've got to believe in yourself and put all of that energy, all that fire that these people are going to help you with, put that in. Put that into everything you're trying to do, and it will come back for you. And then the people, you will see who these people are that are sabotaging by the way they drop off. Because the better you do, the less they're going to want to be around you. And you'll feel it. You will know. And if you don't know already, you will spot straight away who they are. There you go. Look, disappointment in some affair, scissors, cut those ties, get them gone. You know, there's no shame in wishing someone well, but you don't necessarily need to have them to eat at your table, you know? I've heard that phrase somewhere and I think it's great. You know, you can wish someone well, but not invite them to sit down with you, you know? Oh, the second arrow of the reading. Look, you had arrow before. Where is it? Let's look. There's me saying about chaos. Okay, so here's your arrow. So it's 2 arrows in one reading. That's great. And this one, you are on the right path regarding the aspect of your life. Well, doing all these things we've talked about, if you listen to this reading again and take note of those things that it's telling you to do in order to succeed, these arrows show you are in the right direction. You're dead on, you're dead straight, and you're going exactly where you need to be. There's sunshine there. You know, you're going right over the top of any obstacles, and you're going to get there without a doubt. It'll work. Good luck. Let me know in the comments how this resonates for you. Take care.